The barber man is a lifesaver. You get me? He's the finesser.
It means a lot. I mean, without a barber, mum wouldn't be looking like this, you know, parting up things and that. I'm joking.
That guy knows how to get my line going. Look at me, man. He just knows I sit there and I just say the usual. One word to describe my barber man: consistent.
Levels.
Hardest barber in the ends, coming soon.
Been with my man for over 2 years. We've gone through university together. We've been talking about marriage. However, we come from 2 different religion backgrounds.
That's not hard. That's not hard, isn't it? Like what's wrong with that? I feel like the only level of conflict is here. Like, obviously, listen to this statement you said here. She's been with the guy for what, 2 years and going through uni together, yeah? Listen, when you meet people, you ask them, what are you? Yeah? You ask them, are you Muslim? Are you Christian? Whatever. I don't know what some people talk about nowadays, but for 2 years, you must have known their religion because obviously they're going to mosque, place. You should see them going. So, I feel like you know that she's Muslim, you know that she's Christian. You understand? If you're Muslim, you know that you're of opposite religions. You understand? So, however you've got through, whatever you've been through to that point, you just don't have a ring. That's how I see it. Like, and if kids are involved, this is what I like. We had this debate at work the other day. Yeah, I feel like if kids are involved, yeah, let them grow up to a certain age. You can take them to both. I'm sure that I don't know. This is not a reckless statement, but I know that Muslims don't go to mosque on a Sunday. They don't, do they? Like churches on Sunday, and then because I have Muslim friends, they pray on different days of the week. I don't know about the mosque. I see them praying, but I don't know the days, innit? So I feel like you should take the kids to church and take them to the mosque. I know it sounds like hassle, but you cannot force religion onto kids. So when they grow up, I feel like you let them choose whatever they want to be.
Depends on it depends on
I think the main issue is the parents. That's the thing. That's the only thing. Is on this topic here, that's the only, if she's saying that's the hindrance, is the parents. But I feel like if you've been with someone for 2 years and going through uni's not a joke. We're there. Uni's not a joke. Another year that you've gone through the whole uni, you haven't cheated and done nothing, and you've completed uni, and now you can't marry. That should even be light work. I think personally, that should be light work. Like, religion's a big thing, yeah, but I feel like you know the person, innit? You know the person, like, you've known the person for 2 years, you know their...
No, I was just saying, depends on the background you're coming from. Like, for example, where I'm from, it's normal. A Muslim guy can marry a Christian woman, and the other way around as well, and they can live peacefully.
Well, where are you from?
Me, I'm from Sierra Leone.
So that's normal.
That's normal. Like, for example, my grandma is a Muslim, but the kids, all our kids are Christian. It's normal. It depends on the background where you're coming from as well. But for some, because like when I tell some people, like, my family, my dad and and mom, they got different religion, they're like, how is that even possible? So, but for us, it's not a big deal. It depends on.
I feel like you should just I feel like when kids are involved and parents are involved, it's always the third parties that are involved. But you have to understand, at the end of the day, you're not living for anyone, and you only live once. You understand? If you feel like you genuinely love the person, religion shouldn't be a big thing. If they've accepted you. If they've accepted your belief, where you're and where you're coming from, and you accept mine, where I'm coming from, like, I think that's it. Because at the end of the day, like, we all don't know which even is the right religion until we cross that line. So
that's very true. But I'm really interested in what you were saying. That's normal. Like, so it doesn't cause any conflict between the two families.
It all depends on where you're coming from. Because some people, it's a big deal. For example, you got some families. Back where I'm coming from, so you got some families there where if they're like a certain religion, and then the kid decide to like choose another faith,
Yeah.
they would disown them like that. But you got some other families as well where they don't mind. I think it all depends on the background where you're coming from. Yeah.
Well, my mom's a Christian and my dad's a Muslim, so I have this. When I was younger, they wanted to get married when I was like a baby, and my grandparents would not allow it. But the thing is, my grandparents, so my nan was originally a Muslim and she converted to a Christian to marry my granddad. So my granddad's a full strong Christian. So when my mum wanted to get married, the Muslim family, my dad's side, wanted her to convert because normally it's the woman that converts. But my granddad wasn't having it. So that caused conflict in their relationship. So they didn't get married in the end. They just broke up. So it is difficult. It just depends what type of family you have, if they're understanding. And this is more the 21st century. It's more. I feel like it's a bit easier being in a relationship with two religions, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's you two in the relationship, not your mum, not your dad. So if you think it can work out, then that's fine. And I feel like Christianity and Muslim, they both believe that there's one God. So there's similarities into their faith, so they can agree on a few things. They just agree on different things, so that's easier. Whereas if it was like a Christian and a Buddhist or other religions, that could be a bit more difficult. So it just depends on how you feel, how you think, like how you can make it work. Because at the end of the day, it's your relationship, it's your life. So just live it.
I don't think it's going to work out, to be honest. I don't think it will. No. I don't think it will. Okay. As Makbig said, like, as they've been like together, like they know like what religion they are and everything. And obviously, if you're African, I'm sure like they're Christians, strong Christians. I know lots of parents are very strong Christians. And then let me give an example. An Asian and the African couple, it's not going to work. Like I just don't see it working. Like I just don't know. It won't work because just the different backgrounds. Like they won't.
Come in. Let's give him money. Please come in, darling. I've been literally sitting on a seat. So it's your seat, but
I just don't think it will work. Just the different things that they do in each, like different religions. Like it won't work. It wouldn't happen. I just don't see it happening. Yeah. So unless they run away together to another island and get married, then maybe it'll work. But yeah,
it's a bit tricky.
Well, what makes you say that?
Because it's a different religion. That's another thing. Mm-hmm. So to cope, it depends, because one has to follow another religion, especially if you not believe in Muslim. Yeah. You can't just do your own relationship. You can't do the relationship without changing because it depends if the person is going to change to be Muslim as well, or the.
Yeah. Do you believe in like? Do you believe this? This is something I've been sat here. I've been listening to the whole thing here, but this is something that really bugs me. Like, not bugs me as in like, but it just like it tricks my mind. Yeah, like with this whole conversion thing. You understand? Like, it's a big thing for me. Like we're talking it like. We're saying it like it's normal, like it's like you're playing for a football team. I'm not feeling this team in it, so I'm gonna sign for another one. But like, is it like so you don't believe in what you used to believe anymore, or have you been convinced into bracket deceived? The way look at the wording I'm using. Is place the emphasis on the wording. Yes, so have you been convinced into bracket deceived into this new religion for marriage?
Well, this is a relationship, yeah?
Yes.
So relationship to work out, it's about you two people. Mm-hmm. If you believe in one thing, you said, okay, that's fine. I don't mind we are Muslim. I don't mind we are this. Let's go together. That's fine. You can work together. Yeah. But if another person said, but I believe when you say relationship, it means you cope each other. Whether it's Muslim or not, how you start developing about relationship, because what the point of relationship is about the two of you to cope together. Yeah. So I believe if you start like that, I believe you can work together.
Yeah. So when you say, you know how we're saying if someone converts into another religion, do you think, like what he's saying, it'll be a bit short term then, just to make the relationship work, or you think it could be legit? Like the girl actually wants to.
It couldn't be like a short time, because I have a example. My friend, she's from Gambia, and she's a Muslim, and she married to the British, and the British man changed to Muslim. Yeah, to Muslim. And they went to do this. I don't know where they got to change.
What was his religion first? The British man. What was his religion?
He probably didn't have a religion.
Have anything?
See,
Yeah.
but that's the easier option.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
depends on how strong your faith is, to be honest.
Yeah, but that's what I'm throwing out there. The question I'm throwing out there, especially to you, is how legit is the change? Like me personally, I've been Christian all my life. You understand? Like from birth, I've been Christian. Most of us were born into our into our religions. You understand? So like, fair enough. That's all I know, innit? I know that there's Jesus Christ and there's God. That's all I know. Fair enough. I meet this girl and she's Muslim now. Yeah, we have a vibe, aura, everything. We're compatible. Perfect relationship. Yeah, but if right now I was to change from being a Christian to Muslim, yeah, the first thing that all my friends would ask me is, are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the girl?
Family as well.
Yeah, because the whole point that I'm raising this up here is because day in, day out, I feel like Muslims and Christians, we walk around opposite religions. We hear these things, but we never convert. So why are we only converting? Because of marriage. Yeah. So this is where my question comes in. Is it legitimate?
Well, if it
change,
comes to
or is it because of marriage?
Marriage is like commitment. It's a commitment, marriage. You don't just marry today and tomorrow you divorce. It's a commitment. That's why. That's why I said, if we agree, so it's about agreement, because we are going to commit to someone's thing.
Yeah.
Because if you said we are going to do like, we change everybody to be Christian from Muslim, people, they can change it to be Muslim, from Muslim to be Christian. They do that, but it's about commitment.
What religion are you? Sorry to ask.
I'm Christian.
You're Christian. Perfect. Yeah. I feel like if for a relationship to be successful, this is a bit of a mature side, but for a relationship to be successful, like personally, you have to, if you say you believe in a supreme being, so like right now I believe in Christ, in order for a relationship to be perfect for me, the woman we have to build our foundation on Christ. Do you understand? So if we have different religions, what are we building our things on? Do you understand? So what are my chances of getting to heaven? Because at the end of the day, we're not getting judged as a married couple. No. We're getting judged individually. So right now, what's happening? So I feel like, I'm not saying, don't take the wrong words. I'm not saying people are getting deceived and converting into thingy, but I feel like this is a question that you can throw to your fans out there.
No, I know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
No, the person that told me, so that the girl, she's not been following all the Islam ways. She herself, she's grown up in an Islam family, but however, she never followed.
So is the girl want to change, or
the girl wants to change for this guy
to be Christian?
Yeah.
What about the family?
That's the thing. That's where now what we need to speak about.
But then is she Muslim then?
So she's not Muslim, but she just come from a Muslim background.
Family.
Muslim.
Oh, then she's not Muslim.
Yeah.
Then she's not Muslim.
But
so that's what I'm saying.
The family,
Muslim. But that's the whole point that I'm getting up to. Like, we can't take people that aren't strong believers. We're talking about, then it's not that deep. Then this whole situation is not that deep. If my family are Muslim, but I'm not Muslim, it's not that deep. Like, you might want to believe in that, you can believe in that, but I'm not Muslim.
But they not allow you to marry a Christian.
But that's the thing, though. I feel like nowadays in our generation, people will run away with their partners if they want to be with them, regardless of what their parents think. If I want to be with someone, and my at the end of the day, what? I'm not gonna breed my mum. You understand? I'm not gonna give birth to my mum. My dad's not gonna come give me a son. It's me and the girl. Sad enough to say, I feel like our parents are gonna pass away. You understand?
Don't you believe? You see, this is when it comes to like,
we're gonna pass away. We're all gonna pass away. So I shouldn't be happy because my parents don't approve of someone.
But isn't that because we've all been brought up you've been brought up in an African household. I have. All of us have been brought up in an African household. Don't we believe that our parents know the best decisions for us, though?
Not at all.
So wouldn't that?
Not at all. Like personally, Like this is the thing. This is the tricky part. Yeah. Like I know this might bring. I'm not. Parents know the right thing. They know what's good for you. Like mother's instincts, yeah. I'll never doubt a mother's instinct. If my mom told me right now, yeah, that the boy that you're rolling with, yeah, I can see bad traits about him, he's a bad boy. Obviously, with that, I'm gonna take my mom's advice in it. There, that I obviously what you're saying in it, you're seeing it from a third person's perspective. Obviously, that's my boy, so I'm gonna back my boy. However, yeah, I don't feel like because they are parents, they're always right, and this is because yeah. Taking the African perspective here, right now, yeah, we're in a different culture. We're in a different culture nowadays. You understand? Back in the day, yeah, our parents used to tell us that we can't have high tops because you look like a ruffian. Oh, you're embarrassing me right now. Do you understand? But that was what? That was the old time.
But now this is your time. The generation is like. We are now like involving like British way, especially in this country. We are turning to the British way.
This is the conflict.
Doing our own culture.
Yeah, this is the conflict though. This is the conflict here. I feel like when culture is put into the equation, yeah, it's a big thing because one thing about culture is it's not updated. Do you understand? Culture's not updated with culture. Like back in the day, yeah, there used to be stuff like female genital mutilation. We don't do that no more. That's bang out of order. You understand? But that time, people used to think that it was cool to go through female genital mutilation. You understand? Which now we realize that it's absolutely trash. You understand?
If you go to safeguarding, you go to prison for that.
Do you understand? But back then,
speaking about I've heard your view, Mama. I've heard your view. Thank you very much. But actually, I'll still need to come back to you. So, what would you say the guy needs to do or the girl needs to do when the guy is telling her that I like a family, I want to sit around a big table eating? Because you said you straight up said it's not going to work, isn't it? Yeah. So, what do you think the girl should do then?
If she
you can hold the mic.
if they're really trying to work things out. Wait, she's trying to convert. She's gonna convert. But her family.
The family is not gonna convert. The family will stay the same.
That's good. That's hard. That's gonna be hard though. Because if the family's not approving of it, then if they really want to be together, they'll run away together. Because if the family's not if the family's not approving it, they're not gonna see eye to eye. Like it won't happen. And obviously, you want there to be peace in the family. Obviously, so it's either
That's the big question, isn't it? Is there gonna be peace in the family?
Because obviously there's not going to be peace, obviously, if they're not approving, if the families aren't approving of the whole situation. So it's either they run away together or they just split up. Yeah,
just like that.
Yeah, because it's actually not going to work if the because you don't want to get married to the people you live in your house. You're not going to get any visitors. Like your parent, like none of them are going to see eye to eye. You're not going to, and obviously you're going to want to see your wife's side of the family and then the other side connecting. Like it's not going to happen if there's no peace and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like she was saying, it's either they run away or it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, no, if I just suggest like that, you need to run away.
Yeah, just dip
like that.
Yeah, dip if you love them, if you love your partner that much, but. Yeah, it's not. I can't say working in the future. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work because even though the girl is not a Muslim, she's just from a Muslim family. I'm very sure our family won't authorize that marriage. And if they're both family people, then it's not gonna work.
Mama, what do you think then should happen? What do you think this girl or this relationship needs to do? You can hold the mic.
That one is a bit tricky because because if you are doing the relationship, it's involving the family. So if the family is not, it's like if the family not allow you to go with that one, how are you gonna marry or how are you? Your relationship, you can say the relationship just do it because I don't care if they want it or not and you carry on, but where is your peace in life if I don't come to your house because you marry the girl I don't want?
And there's no peace. Basically.
Or if you don't go and see the family of the girl because the family of the girl, they don't want you. Is that a good marriage? Is that a good relationship? No. So I think before you go any further, you start from there. You need to know each other before your relationship build up, so that you don't put yourself in those circumstances. Because if you know your girl and you know where she's from, and then just start from there, so that your life can be easy. Because if you do like opposite thing, you know, I'm not allowed to do this because of my traditional or because of my religion, because of this, don't even try. Because if you try, it means your whole life is going to be miserable.
Dilemma, I can bring you down right now. Dilemma, you're at the right place to solve it now. Dilemma, K-Time's here, so sit back and relax and enjoy the show.